Hello there. Greetings. Greetings and salutations. How are you doing this fine evening? It's Friday. Yay. Which to me is like every other day because I work every day. I need a day off. Bad. When I'm not doing this, I'm making leather goods or I'm doing one of the countless thousands of things. I could have brought out a pile of books, but I don't know what purpose that would have served. I brought out one book in this collection, and I have the list below, and this is what everybody's been asking for. I mentioned the specific title and also to the author. I think I have about 30 books here. I didn't actually count them, but roughly that. It's on one page. You can find most of these on Amazon.com, and if you can't find them there, you can find them somewhere online. You just type in the title and you type in PDF because all of these books were scanned in by me. I have, over decades, literally scanned in, no exaggeration, countless thousands of books. And not just because time is important, not just like books, the absolute creme de la creme, the best of the best of the best. And I've got a magical skill, almost literally, when it comes to discerning a good book. Some people they'll like read a half a book before they can determine, well, this book is horrible. It's like, well, and it takes me about 30 seconds. Usually 30 seconds, sometimes a minute or two to determine, like, well, this book is garbage or it's just incredible. I'm so appreciative that I'm blessed with that skill. Anyway, I've spent a lifetime looking for the very best of the best, and this is a list of some of them. This is not all of them because the list would be many, many pages, but, you know, this is really the upper echelon of the good stuff. And as I said before in video, there is a shortcut to higher education, a true education, and that's where you actually have discernment and common sense, and you're able to decipher out whether something's true or logical, and also to apply the lost Pythagorean and Platonic art of retroduction as far as determining whether that is true or not. And this is in no particular order, but one single work to me would be, and of course I read it in the original Greek, and it's really slow going, especially in the Greek, because not only is it in ancient Greek, it's an ancient Greek shorthand, and it's ancient Greek shorthand metaphysics. So it's like a mystery wrapped inside of an enigma. So it's tough, and of the several English translations that exist, none of them are awesome, if you will. The very best is that of Thomas Taylor. Thomas Taylor was the most prolific ancient Greek translator. Him and his wife knew Greek, and they would frequently communicate with each other in Greek. And even though he was the most prolific ancient Greek translator of, like Proclus, Numenius, Iamblichus, and Plato and Aristotle, even Plotinus was too hard for him. So the best translated work is a partial translation by Thomas Taylor. The next best is A.H. Armstrong. He never understood Platonism, monistic Platonism. He was a Christian. He never actually believed it or understood it, or he was just an academic. So that's why his translation is sorely lacking. And that's the second best translation. It is complete, however, at least. So, but one specific work and is the Pitaphesian, or the Division of Natures. Like, if you don't know how to spell it, I've got the list and the link below as far as, It's written by John the Scot. He got his inspiration from Neoplatonic sources such as the Cloud of Unknowing and a couple other sources. So it is divinely inspired from Neoplatonic retroductive, this Greek dialectic of understanding, in short. So it's really, really good. I've had so many hundreds of positive comments from people. The other one, and there are two works I recommend by his. One is The Orpheus and the Roots of Platonism, which anybody could read in a day easily, by Algis Udovinius, and the other one is Philosophy's a Rite of Rebirth. Any and all translation of Thomas Taylor, specifically stuff like the works of Iamblichus, Proclus, and he also too has a collection of some of, not all of, the works of Porphyry, who is the disciple of Plotinus. a really, really great one. It's like a primer of all of this type of thought, if you will, an introduction. And it's the Didascalicos of Albanus, translated by Jeremy Reddy. I digitized that. It's everywhere on the internet, thanks to me. Like I said, if you don't know how to spell it, the link is below. It's a PDF file. The link, the list of all these books and the authors and whatnot. It's on Amazon.com. It's a very, very short work. Anybody could read it in a half a day, really. Plotinus and the Road to Reality by J.M. Rist. There's a series of books, and these are the best of those. The Significance of Neoplatonism, Neoplatonism in Nature, Neoplatonism in Indian Thought, Neoplatonism in Indian Philosophy. The 3-volume set of the works of Meister Eckhart, which are very, very brilliant. Look up Meister Eckhart. Instead of me flapping my lips about him endlessly, if you're interested, you could find a quick synopsis of who Meister Eckhart was. The Mystical Language of Unsaying by Michael Sells, which is a collection of negative dialectic metaphysicians and what they wrote and said. The books of Porphyry, who was the disciple of Plotinus. There are several books by him. One is letters to his wife Marcella. The other one is, and it's not about love letters. It's about his quest into metaphysics. The other one is Launching Points to the Realm of the Mind, also too by Porphyry. It's a collection of ancient Greek pre-Socratics, and it's called The Pre-Socratic Philosophers, and it's compiled by G.S. Kirk and J.E. Raven. You can find that on Amazon. You get a used copy off of eBay really cheap. Yeah, like a dirty old copy. The older one is better because it includes more stuff. There's 2 different versions of this book. All and any translated writings of the ancient Neoplatonist Syrianus. There are different publishers and translators. So anything and everything with Syrianus is just absolute pure gold. It's just incredible stuff. The 2 primary works of Advaita Vedanta, the only 2 works that we know are directly attributable to Sri Sankaracharya, the founder of Advaita Vedanta. That being the Upadisa Sahasrari, which means the 1,000 teachings, and the Vivekchudamuni. There are countless English translations of both of these works. Many of them are free online, but there's like 1 billion copies of it used. Various translators online. They're just all over the place. Those are 2 works that really everybody should read. If you can get the Principal Upanishads by Sarvapari Radhakrishnan. I don't have this in this list, but I'm going to add that to this list. The best of which is the translation of the Principal Upanishads by Swami Nikolananda, with commentary by Sri Sankaracharya. Here's a very small book everybody should have. It's I said really twice, a super ancient text written by Iamblichus and probably Porphyry before him. You want to look for a hidden gem that's made its way to our time from ancient history, from the Pythagoreans. It's called The Theology of Arithmetic by Iamblichus, but it really was not written by Iamblichus. It was belonged to the Pythagoreans way before him, translated by Robin Waterfield. Like I said, any of the Plotinus, whatever you do, don't buy the McKenna translation, which is the free version of. It still is good to read, but don't buy or read. Life is too short. Don't buy or read the McKenna translation of Plotinus's Enneads. Some of the works of Julius Evola, like Ride the Tiger, Revolt Against the Modern World. There's another book called The Metaphysics of War, and it's not actually about war, it's actually about metaphysics. Some of the books of Coomaraswamy, like I said, all of this is in the list file below. Metaphysics, which is a collection of articles, is an absolute must-have book, and that book is everywhere online thanks to me. You just do a search for it, know how to do it, you search, use the search bar in Bing or Google, find it. Metaphysics by Coomaraswamy, Time and Eternity, Traditional Art and Symbolism, which is really not about art, it's about the metaphysics, actually. Don't let that title confuse you. What is Civilization? And that book is not about civilization either. It's a collection of articles about originalist, perennialism, genuine metaphysics. So don't let the title, What is Civilization, confuse you. It's not actually about civilization. Guardians of the Sun Door is also a collection of brilliant articles by Dr. A.K. Coomaraswamy. I have the rights to all of his works given to me by his son. They're everywhere online. Okay? If you have trouble finding any of these, just contact me, because I have the largest digital collection of metaphysics on Earth, thanks to me, and I really do mean that. The Universal One by Walter Russell is really, really a great read. Everybody should have that book. Is also too online, free. It's out there in the ether, various places. The Universal One. Brilliant book on the negative dialectics of reproductive theurgy and apophatism, and it's written by my favorite female author. She's still alive. She's writing a follow-up to this book. It's a book called The Unknown God by Deirdre Carabine. Brilliant author. Everybody should actually have a copy of that book. Thanks to me, Amazon has republished that book. You know, I've told her, it's like, yeah, there's a reason why that's this book too, by the way. It's the one book I brought out here for people to take a peek at. There it is, The Unknown God by Deirdre Carabine. Yeah. I had 3 copies of this book at one time, but other people borrowed it, and now I've only got 1 copy. That says a lot. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Like I said, the books are listed below. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or any problems finding these books, because I have them all digitized. Thank you, but most of these are on Amazon.com. Okay, thanks, bye.